Well, I did it. Second Left 4 Dead map is now finished. I'll show y'all. The first map was supposed to have two survival maps, one associated with the clinic and one with the store. Now, the store, unlike the clinic, has lots of plausible ways why you would need to be surviving in this place. Unlike the clinic, where I had to come up with like a nightmare scenario, I can come up with a classic survival scenario. Trucks blocking the way. And if you try to get to the other side of the map, the safe house is blocked. Now, as you can see, I've done a few things to my map that I should have done before. Like the parking garage, which is a focal point, but it is something that you will be able to explore when you get to the third and final map. There's fire, because that truck crashed. I did a few other things, too, to upgrade the map. Like, lots of pathfinding issues that were happening that I fixed. But also other, like, various things that I did. Now, what's interesting about this survival map is that it is very different from the clinic. The clinic was a closed quarters, 3-story building that you had to survive in. You know, you had to try and survive however possible, but you were gated in. This map is much larger, but with that comes its own issues. First of all, it's more open. Lots of areas that zombies can come after you, and they will surround you. When I was level planning, I knew that I was going to have some survival maps in mind. So I intentionally made it so that this part of the map was open, that there was plenty of area to explore, and that there's a little area up there that you can't reach here. But if we were to get to the other side, we can get up there and get down this way. It's like a one-way drop kind of thing. And that's actually kind of useful for the survival map.
Driver here.
Now, unlike the clinic, this map already had its own crescendo event. So, the way to start the survival map is opening the emergency door. As you can see, the ability to turn off the lights in here has been removed. I don't think I showed that, actually, on my map, so I guess I'll get around to that today after I show the survival map. But, let's do this.
They're coming.
So yeah, the way into the safe house is blocked off. It is a little bit easier to survive on this map. But that depends on how you play.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Snipers up here. And an ammo pile. What I find most interesting about my map is that zombies will spawn on the rooftop and just jump down, and it looks cinematic almost.
Tank inbound.
Run.
Boomer. Look out now. Knocking. Gotta reload.
Shoot.
Heads up. Hey, watch out. Smoker.
Yeah, look at that. They're all just jumping down from there.
Watch out. Hunter. You shoot the tank.
Alright, let's come get ammo, everyone.
Hunter.
Crap. Help.
Everybody grab a weapon. Smoker. Shoot this thing off my back. Look out! Healing. Look out! Hey, look out!
Here, let's get an AK going.
Shoot the tank! Stop beside me! I don't think so, Ellis. Bullshit! Got it.
Okay. We're doing alright so far.
Hey man,
First
hold
aid.
up. Healer.
We got a smoker. Yeah. Smoker. Smoker. That's it.
Oh, they're both here.
Look out. Hey, it's going to tank. Hey, wait a second. I gotta heal. Second pistol.
Here's another thing I added to my survival map. M60.
Watch out!
People love the M60.
Get ready, we got a tank. Smoker! Damn it! Covered in goo! Man up!
Oh crap.
Tank! Everyone shoot the tank! Get out of the goo! We got a boomer!
I'm too young to feel this way.
Watch out! Don't shoot the tank! You hear me?
Not dead yet, but not exactly healthy.
Oh, yeah.
All goes a spitter around.
We probably shouldn't be right here. Okay.
Club here!
We're gonna meet gold. That's pretty good, actually.
Shooting me!
Pull yourself together, man. You're
Hold up, gonna heal.
Jockey!
better.
Yeah, so as you can see, no matter what side of the map you're on, there will always be zombies coming from some sort of direction. And they are everywhere. It makes it easier to survive, but at the same time not. It's a different playstyle from the one that I chose for the critic.
Smoker! Charger!
Ah, shit. Come on, come on, come on.
Don't need to be no bother, guys, but I need some help over here. Got a hunter!
And there's two tanks. This is undoubtedly the end.
Get ready. Tank.
12 minutes and 21 seconds is not bad. That would be, that's just a few seconds shy of, infinite tanks that spawn. Because at 13 minutes, infinite tanks will end up spawning. So there we go, that's my second survival map. This being fully nav meshed and the idea basically being completed is great news because that means that all of the first map and everything I wanted to do for it is done, but not completely finished. I've
Pills here.
done what I need to do to set it up, but there's still tons of navigational things I have to do, and also a few changes I have to make. Mostly navigational stuff, but there are a few changes that I'm going to have to make because if I don't, then the map won't be as
First
impressive, or it might cause people to kind of be taken out of it, and I don't want that. So, I'm not done just yet. Let's just go ahead and play the regular map. Left 4 Dead. What is this screen? I have never seen this. Joining a survival game. Why is it survival? Okay, this should work now. Here we go. Okay, so now I'm showing my actual campaign map a second time. There are a few changes. Some of them you saw in the survival map. Oh, that zombie's still alive.
Take me to machine gun.
A huge change that I made is that zombies can now climb up the rubble. I figured I'd add that because there was no way zombies would have to make like a long run towards us from there. And it made it way too easy for this first part. I think it's better that they can climb up the rubble and get to us. But the bots can still jump down and be fine. Oh yeah, I added an alarmed car. For those of you watching who haven't played Left 4 Dead, here's what an alarmed car does.
Son of a bitch.
Nice. Obviously, as you can see, there's fire near the truck now. So that's another change I made.
Over here.
Oh yeah, I didn't make the change to the campaign map, but actually I noticed the sidewalk was covering the entrance, and that doesn't make any sense. So I fixed that. but I'll have to fix it again. There's another issue I'm having where a ton of first aid kits are spawning here. I've got to fix that. Now, I don't think I've shown this, but there's actually... Oh yeah, I added a little hint thing. It says turn off the power to avoid the alarm. Yeah, I don't think I showed this last time, or if I even have it, but you have the ability, the player has the ability to turn off the power in the building so that the alarm shuts off. That way you can avoid the horde event. Yeah. Turns off all the lights though, so you gotta turn on your flashlight.
Fitting things around. Smoker! Look out! Reloading! There's the safe house!
And then finally, the best thing of all,
Reloading.
there's actually a level transition. Or there was. It's not working now for some reason. Huh, okay. Well, this is a bit awkward. Yeah, for some reason, it's not loading the next map. I don't know why that is.
I hear one of those jockeys. If I see it, I'm gonna shoot the shit.
Okay. Well, that's weird. It worked earlier, I promise. But now it's not working. I don't know what's going on.
You guys aren't so damn bad.
Okay, that was weird. I guess I had to warp the bots. I guess there's something I gotta fix with the bots. But it should perfectly warp us into the next map with no issues. Yes, here we go. Technically, this is the next map. You can tell because everything's all weird, because I have not added a cube map. And I've got to fix the duplicate of first aid kits, but it's decent progress. I'm very proud of what I've done so far. I like the safe house. It's very cozy. I think it's perfect as a safe house. Like, I think it does everything it needs to. That being said, thank you all for watching. Have a good rest of your night.